redshirt off and left, you really think they're going to play significant snaps throughout the year, and that's got to play into what your decision is with Nick on Saturday.
There is no doubt about that, and I think at that position, guys, and the experience I've had coaching it, the one thing you may do is if you rush them too soon, you can actually stunt their growth, and in other words, they get kind of shell shocked. And unless you're convinced that they have total knowledge and total grasp of what exactly they're about to see and what they need to do to execute. With that, the freshman kid is mature beyond his years, and I think that's proven just based on the fact that I think the guy has more credits already in bringing in here from high school than I might have gotten 3 years at Eastern Washington. So, I mean, he's a guy that takes care of business. He's a guy that perfects his craft on a daily basis. And, if he's ready, he'll go.
What does Perfect Thursday mean? Does it mean not turning the ball over?
Perfect Thursday, that's a great question, because because the game's on Sunday, we actually get a Perfect Thursday plus on Thursday. And on Friday is actually true Perfect Thursday. It's a heck of a deal, isn't it? Okay? But the next week, because we got a short week, we actually have a Monday plus on a Tuesday on a Wednesday. Then we've got to jam two together before we get on the plane to go to Tulsa. So the way you plan things out, for us, Perfect Thursday is the game plan, the speed at which it's repped, the attention to detail in which it's executed, all right, and the affirmation by every player in their calls to understand exactly what we're doing based on the game plan.
What are the chances you have a plan in place to play all three of them? Or is that
You
not
know,
an option?
I would be, I wouldn't be telling you, I'm not sure right now. A lot of it's going to do, through the affirmations that they have throughout the week based on their film study is going to really tell me a lot.
If you see what you want in Perfect Thursday, how early do you tell one of them that they're the guy?
That's a good question. I'll probably tell them when we're warming up. Get in there.
On Sunday?
Let's go. Get in there. Go do what the heck you're supposed to do. I want them to prepare like starters.
Has bringing Nick into the mix elevated, do you think, the competition between Garrett and Connor?
Nick,
Having that third
the
body.
freshman?
Yes, freshman guy.
Freshman guy.
Yeah.
I think what it did is raise some eyebrows because he knows how to study. He has certain intangibles and some leadership ability and qualities that guys can follow. I mean, he was, I think, second freshman to get a 1TTD band, which is an affirmation of kind of where you're at. I think that should say something about how his teammates think about him too.
Who got the first?
I was sitting here trying to think in my mind. I want to say it might have been Hollywood, that freshman receiver kid. But yeah, that guy, 82, is that his number?
Yeah, the guy that's listed first on your depth chart.
Congrats,
So
number one.
Yeah, 82.
he's been that impressive.
82 runs fast. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's a novel concept to have at that position. Have you seen the guy they have, number 6?
Yeah.
That guy runs really fast. I mean, really fast. Wow.
Do you think that any one of your quarterbacks is better equipped to handle CU's defense specifically, or you see that more on Thursday?
That's a question. I think there's some questions, as to actually, obviously, they've got new tweaks from what they did when they were at San Jose. Just like every team in America, there's a base, but then you study over the summer. Then, of course, they've gone in probably and really kind of picked apart their talent. It's like when we came in, we felt we were a little more, I come from a 4-down front team defensively, but we felt we had maybe a few more linebackers, so we went to more of an odd type scheme, again, based on personnel that's on the field. So it'll be interesting to see. I have no idea really what to expect. The one thing, this is kind of interesting in offensive football. Okay, at the end of the day, they can be an even, they can be an over, they can be an odd, or they can be in sync. Fronts. Well, you better have an answer for all of them, right? That's why you put a system in, so.
How much of your game plan for CU is based on what you saw from San Jose State last year? Is it all of it?
Well,
Most
obviously,
of it?
the majority, because that's what you have to go by. You know, just like I think when teams were getting ready for us last year, I think if you'd asked Coach Embry, they probably looked at what we did at Alabama, and then looked into Dave's background, right? So I'm sure they broke down both films. Anytime you get a new staff, what you do is you research the staff as completely as possible. And over the summer, you pull every film from wherever the heck they came from and start to see where it meshes, and then start working against that. And that's really all you have to go by.
Does it help though that you played San Jose State last year?
Not based on how we played them.
True. They don't have David Fales either, so.
Yeah. I'm not sure that helps us one way or the other than the fact, like I said, what happens, how it ever comes out, it's going to be all predicated on our preparation, okay, our knowledge of knowing what to do and how to do it, and then the execution on Sunday. And that is what wins you ball games. That's what loses you ball games. That's what great teams do. And they learn the what, the how, and then they got to pay the price for the execution part of it. And we'll roll the ball out there on Sunday and see what happens.